Hey Woodstock physics students, this is Mr. Brennan, and this is a little tutorial on how to take your Logger Pro files and sort of enhance them in a nice way, and to be able to share them really easily. Um, I think I've been encouraging all of you to copy good examples of velocity or position graphs onto a flash drive, and then to bring that flash drive to a computer that's got Logger Pro on it. So you're going to move from your handheld devices to a computer. And the reason for that is that we want to be able to kind of copy a completed graph into a Word document, which of course is so much easier to share with everyone. If you share the Logger Pro file, the only computers you'll be able to open up that file on are computers that have Logger Pro on them, and that's not likely to be true for any machines you might have at home and throughout the building. So first, let's take a look at taking a graph and sort of enhancing it. You can do this on what I'm about to show you is something you can do on the handheld device, but it also may be something that you wind up having to do at the computer once you move to it, because it may take the file that you've copied and show the entire graph, even if you've kind of zoomed in on a section on the handheld device. So let's say you came to that situation. You were at the computer, you've opened up your file, and you've got a velocity versus time graph, and it looks like this. It looks like zero velocity for a long time, and then something quick happens, and then you folks have seen this, a lot of bouncing around when your object kind of gets to the end of its travels. So here's what you can do. You can highlight by putting in the darkest shadow. You can highlight the part of the graph that you really want to to explore. So in the darkest shadow, you see how it's very light gray up here and then darker gray there. Make sure the part that you're interested in is in the darkest shadow, and then hit the magnify button, and you'll see that you'll just get that segment. Okay. Now this is not particularly linear, but let's just say that it is pretty linear. Okay, now you can go ahead and highlight the segment of the graph that you want to look for a linear fit. As you know, if you're going to get an acceleration, you need to get the slope of a velocity versus time graph. So at the computer, you can find a utility that says linear fit. So you've selected a range of data to look at, you ask for the linear fit, and well, it went right back there. Let's see if I can amplify from here. There we go. Okay, so I now have a linear fit for that segment of the graph, and I have a slope of minus 16.8 meters per second squared. So that's 1.5 times the acceleration due to gravity. So I don't know what happened there, some kind of crazy data, but that would be the result of this particular test. So once you've got that, then the next step to take is to be able to move this to a Word document. Let me show you that in just a second. Okay, so I've gone ahead and opened up a Word document here, and I'm going to go back and forth between my Logger profile and my Word document. All I need to do is to click on the graph, and you notice a little box there, and so forth. Now that graph is active. I can do Control C to copy that graph, and of course then get into my Word document and paste it with a Control V, and in a moment or so the graph shows up, and you can add some text on the bottom because maybe you want to save a couple of graphs just to, as some examples, maybe to give your teammates some choices to choose from. You could save a number of different graphs and give your teammates some options in terms of what they want to share in their report. Once it's there, of course, you can go through the usual set of saving options from inside of Word, and then it's really incredibly simple to share that with one another. It can be uploaded to Google Docs and shared. There are all kinds of options. Okay, so but of course, once you get into Word, you're in a great place. So that's an important piece: enhancing your graph and then being able to copy the graph and paste it into a Word document to be shared with others. Okay, thanks.